Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, I wanted to just put my disclaimer out there. I'm on my lunch break, but I'm sitting in front of my computer, so you may hear some emails ding every couple of minutes or whatever, but just wanted to let you know that, so you won't be like, what is she doing? But that's what's going on. But I wanted to come to you guys today. I put in one of my vlogs, I put comments about what you would like to see in upcoming vlogs. I'm sorry, my chicken nugget was stuck. And one of the topics I mentioned was mental health, and that seemed to be an interest to a couple of people. So I want to come and talk about that. With the pandemic and everything, it's come to the forefront of my mind. I've talked about mental health before. I touched on the whole pandemic thing and the mental health and taking care of yourself before, but I just wanted to circle back because it's still going on. And now with the vaccines and stuff out, there's more anxiety coming out. And yeah, I just thought it would be a good topic to touch on. So first, no, I'm not a doctor. No, I don't have a medical background. Well, I don't, but I come from a family of doctors, so I know some stuff, but I can't give any medical advice. But I can speak to my experience. So I have had bouts with anxiety and depression. Thank God they were both temporary. They both were evolved because of a previous relationship that I was in many years ago. I'm trying to think of the best way to explain it. The stress and the insecurities that I had around the relationship caused me to have some anxiety dealing with him and our situations. Once the relationship ended, I went into a temporary depression. And I call it temporary because my doctor and I talked about it. That's one thing. Let me say that. Anytime you're going through stuff, you have to be, I know we try to be prideful and we don't want to share what's going on with us. But with your the medical professional, your doctor, your therapist, whoever, they are there for you and it is confidential. So I had a therapist through my EAP, Employee Assistance Program, and I also had a, primary care doctor. And I told both of them what was going on. And they both agreed that, I hadn't had any issues with depression previously. So they agreed that it was a temporary because of what was going on in my relationship. I was devastated. I didn't see the relationship ending. It was a whole lot of nuances around that. So I, was on medication for 6 months. And I'm being transparent about it. I was, on medication for depression for 6 months, which helped level me out, get me in a better place. And I was able to get off of it. And it's okay if you don't get off. It's just like we treat diabetes. I take something every day, high blood pressure, etc. It is a disease that needs to be treated. I was on my anxiety medicine probably for about a year. But, again, by the grace of God and by that relationship ending, I was able to, not have to take that medication anymore. But it's interesting. The other night, I don't know what prompted it, but I started feeling anxious. So I was in the bed. Hold on. Barkley sees someone outside. Okay. Hopefully he'll be quiet. But what was I saying? So yeah, I was laying in the bed and I just all of a sudden started feeling anxious and I didn't know why. So, I prayed like I always do. And I also have the Calm app. And I think I've mentioned that to you guys before where they, have stories or music or whatever. And coincidentally, meaning my employer just got a promotion for HR professionals to get a free year of the Calm app, because they're trying to foster HR people. We're busy taking care of everyone else to take care of ourselves. So I was able to log into my Calm app, find the right music, and just to calm myself, calm my head, calm my thoughts, and I was okay. So I'm saying that to say, just because you think something's going, you'll be surprised what may trigger that to come back, what may start whatever was giving you angst before to come back. So it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. That's what I wanted to theme today's vlog. It's okay to not be okay. It becomes a problem when you don't recognize it and don't do something about it. And when I say do something about it, I don't mean resorting to alcohol or whatever. Now, a glass of wine or whatever is fine, but you don't want to self-medicate and create another problem. But talk to your medical professionals, therapists, your EAPs. A lot of times your insurance, I've said this before, has a mental component that you can call and talk to someone. Should you be feeling anything. But it's a lot going on, guys. It's, the pandemic, it's this vaccine, it's people working from home and getting stressed out, working from home, doing homeschooling, and it's a lot. It is a lot going on. Racial tensions, it was Black Lives Matter earlier. Now it's the Asian hate that's going on. So it's just a lot going on. It's a lot to take in and manage and how to navigate through. So it's okay to not be okay. Like I said, there are resources out there. You have therapists, you have your EAPs, you have hotlines, you have your medical professionals, you have your yoga, you have your walks, whatever gets you right, meditation, whatever gets you in a better headspace. It's okay to take a break, walk away, go to a quiet space, quiet your spirit, do whatever you need to do. But I really just wanted to come on today, guys, and say it's okay to not be okay. I'm in HR, so I work for a child protection agency in the District of Columbia. So my clients, or my focus, are the employees of the agency, which is our social workers, our family support workers, people that support those that support the community. So they have a very heavy lift, especially with all that's going on in the world. That impacts the families and children as well that are, children that are home all the time now. School was a safe haven. Sometimes that's where they got their meals. That's where they felt safe, So if you're being abused or neglected and you're home with your abuser, it can get rough. So a lot of my, employees that I service, they have first line responders. They're, out in the community, and they have trauma. They get secondary trauma from the things they see and experience. So in HR, we would need to make sure that they're doing well and they have the resources to keep them mentally stable. And, it affects, we're all human. So seeing something happen, you think you can separate it, but it comes back, just like with the George Floyd trial that's going on now. Some of the people recounting what they saw, how that affected them. And they didn't even know George Floyd, but just witnessing it, they're still having trauma from that. So trauma is real. And, you have to recognize it. So back to what I was saying, as HR, we are working to find ways to provide outlets for our staff to, get the resources and the help that they need, which in turn, we need to make sure as HR professionals, we're taking care of ourselves. So that's why I am, trying to take a minute and do my Calm app, take Barkley for walks, go to the spa when I feel comfortable when they open back up fully, and things that help me stay sane. So anyway, I don't want to babble. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I just wanted to come and say it's okay to not be okay, but talk to somebody. You know, a lot of people are grieving. So there's grief counselors, you know, through, again, EAP, through standalone entities, through your church, you know. So grief comes in all different shapes, forms, and, you know, you have to address that as well. So we've lost people due to COVID. People are struggling financially, which causes other issues. So just reach out to those resources, food pantries, you know, donation centers, all that stuff is there to help us all. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or specific questions, if I can help point you in the right direction. Again, like I said, I'm not a therapist or a medical professional, but if I know of any resources that may could help you, I'd be glad to share that. So please jot that down in the comments. And I just wanted to bring this information to you guys. And you have a great rest of the week. And I'll be talking to you soon. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel with a friend. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.